What up, y'all? So today I wanted to talk about the narcissist being a parasite. They're very parasitic to us, to the empath. The narcissist is parasitic to the empath. Okay? Because the narcissist needs validation. They need to be pleased, taken care of, and they need somebody that'll bust their ass doing it. And because we grew up in the same home the narcissist did, but on the complete opposite spectrum, we were built to take care of the narcissist. We were groomed that way. But the narcissist is a parasite. And if you look at the parasite as, let's say a tick, for instance, right? So a tick gets onto a dog, and what does it do? It sucks blood, right? It's an energy vampire. It sucks the blood out of the dog, right? And then if you ever seen a tick, they start out like tiny, right? Like the size of, a lot of times like the size of, what are those things called? They start out real small. And then they get huge. And it's because they're filling up with blood from whatever they're sucking it from. And then when it gets full, it gets huge. The body gets huge, like 10 times the size. Then, a lot of times it'll fall off because it's too heavy, or the dog will scratch it off because it's so big you can get to it now. And so then it's, it comes off, right? But it's like full, and it's kind of, it'll stay that way. It's satisfied for a while, and it doesn't need, for instance, the host right now. Because why? It's got all this food. It's still full, but eventually it's gonna dwindle back down, and it's going to have to find another host. It's like another empath, or go back to the empath, right, and fill back up. But it's kind of like when they get fat, the narcissist is pompous and fat. They're like, they get fat, they get all like, suck the blood out of you, and they get all fat, and they're like, see you, kiss my ass, I don't need you, I never did need you, you're just a piece of shit. And then they run off, and that, it's just like the tick, the blood runs out of them. Well, that energy that they took from you, they stripped from you, they stole from you, they think they're able to conquer the world, but then it drains. They can't carry your energy around forever. They can mimic it and walk in it, carry it around and use it, but they don't create any energy. They're always sucking, so they're just like a gas tank that's going empty, So now they get all skinny and emaciated, and then they come crawling back. And it, like a humble individual, sometimes. Most don't even do that half the time, but they might come back like, oh, they can't even say sorry. Can't even say sorry, man. Did you know, like a narcissist, if you yawn, a narcissist will not yawn next. You know how they say yawns are addicting? They don't have like the yawn reflex or whatever. Mirror, they can't mirror the yawn. I'm just bringing that up because I just yawned. Maybe you will too. But yeah, if you yawn in public and there's a narcissist beside you looking at you and stuff, they won't yawn because they're too involved with themselves, is what they say. But my opinion, they're not human, man. I don't know what the hell they are. But anyway, yeah, so they're like a tick. They're a parasite, and it does nothing for the dog. There's different kind of symbiotic relationships they talk about. I think 3 different types. And one of them's a parasite, where it does nothing for the host. Sometimes on the other kind of relationship, the host would have a parasite or something living on it that would help the actual host out and the parasite, for instance. You know? But not in the case of like the narcissist, and not in the case of a tick. They're totally out for themselves, and that's how the parasite is. The parasite and the tick, for instance, it just wants one thing: your blood, and that's all the narcissist wants. They want, one thing: your life source, and everything that your life source has built upon, even if it's your money or something financial, it's still something that your life source has worked for, so it's still your life source. They're not just gathering up your energy, your emotions. But, and a lot of people are always wondering, can they change? Can the narcissist change? Well, no, and I'll tell you why they can't change. They can't change because they can't love. And you'll never get them to love because it's impossible for them to love. So how could they change? How are you going to make them love you if it's impossible for them to love you? It's kind of like somebody who it's impossible for them to talk and you want them to talk or something. You can't get somebody to talk if they don't have the ability to talk. I know that's kind of a dumb analogy, but you get the picture. Jesus, construction is terrible. South Carolina sucks. That's why I stay in Charlotte. But I cross the border because I live close. Charlotte's on the border, and South Carolina is like a bunch of retard. Well, I should say a bunch of their taxes are cheaper, and they do everything screwy when it comes to roads and sidewalks and stuff. I'd rather pay higher taxes and get lights and roads and sidewalks that make sense. Anyway, but yeah, they cannot love. So how are you going to make them love? They fake love, and they say it's, they base it on because they were not able to, their parent that raised them when they were a baby did not attach to them, which that would suck if that's the case. But I don't know, attachment disorder. But yeah, so you can't try to rehab a narcissist. I mean, maybe an alcoholic. I mean, alcoholic can be rehabbed because you got to get them to stop drinking and then get them counseled up in some therapy in their brain, their mind, and heal. But you're trying to get. I mean, that's the whole thing around the narcissist is they cannot love, and that's the reason for every issue with the narcissist. So anyway, that's my statement for today. Everybody have a blessed, wonderful, awesome day. It's nice out here in North Carolina. Peace out. Love y'all. Soldier up, stand tall. Like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Peace.